Bienvenidos al episodio número 1, 2, 0, 3 de Hard Factor. Es viernes 5 de Mayo. Bueno, today, today I've got more huge entertainment news in the coffee, including a guy who says huge like that, and some Florida man, and also some Snoop Dogg in the cup of coffee in the big time as well. So
very
a little
chill.
bit of mixture of everything.
Very chill.
Yeah. Happy Cinco de Mayo, guys.
Hey, happy Cinco de Mayo to you.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you. I used Google Translate for
Nice. I love it.
the intro. Thank you. And Wes, I'm assuming we didn't discuss the order, but I'm just guessing.
It's the last day of the week. Just throw it out. Just tell us where we're going.
Wes has another horse fucker on deck.
Oh, yeah. Let's get to that as soon as possible.
Mr. Hands.
That's going second. Yeah.
Old Jack. Can't get enough of that horse pussy.
The same guy?
No, it's a different guy.
He
Jack
looks like he
with a
could be a
stool.
repeat offender.
He could be a
The one
repeat.
guy fucked mini horses, remember?
Oh.
Oh, this guy was fucking
Real
was fucking
horses.
tall horses. Yeah.
The real deal.
Yeah. Like a real man does, you know.
Yeah. He doesn't go for that pony horse.
What are
shit.
those ponies? Nah.
What are you, a horse pedophile with these miniature horses?
He's
I'll take a
judging
mayor,
the pony
thanks.
suckers.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sick, but you're real sick. Miniature horses.
Wait till I get home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun on deck. And then Mark's got the mystery of the New Jersey pasta spill in the
That's
hole.
right. One of my two favorite cuisines, Mexican, and then we're going to talk Italian in mine.
Ooh,
Yeah,
same
so,
here.
Yeah.
Can't lose when
Can't
you're
go
going
wrong with
one of
those two. Yeah.
And Pat's got the Hive Five to buzz us.
Yeah, I
into the
do.
weekend once again.
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
So
What you got in there? What's in that bag of bees today?
Some fun stuff. Some stuff you're really gonna enjoy. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess we're gonna look inward, and one of us might not like it.
Okay,
Yeah. Such as the Hive Five.
that happens.
Oh.
Boy,
Get
that
ya.
happens on the Hive
Get you,
Five.
you're not
Oh, what?
expecting-
Oh,
Can you tell us who it is so we can worry about it the whole show?
it's you.
Yes, Wes. Oh no, Wes asked
Asking
for
you
it,
shall
got it.
receive. Yeah.
Oh no.
Asking you shall receive.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I love looking inward.
That's always a fun time. All right, so it'll be like a little bit of group therapy at the end
Okay.
for the Hive Five.
Let's get vulnerable.
Anything else? That's why we love you making the main comments about us. So we,
Yeah.
it helps
We
us.
can always
it
better
helps us
ourselves.
grow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it also makes it'll be funny.
You guys hiding something?
less
It's not that crazy.
No.
Okay.
I just think we could. I mean, I certainly can better myself.
We've all
I
got
mean,
good
I'm
things in the
hiding a
closet,
few
Pat.
things. Yeah.
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 So I'm saying I feel like you guys are talking guilty talk.
Well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Is this
Nobody knows what. I'm not worried about it. You know.
confessional time. Let's get
I'm not
to
worried
it
about
later.
that. You know.
Let's get to
I'm
it
just
later.
gonna move the show along.
Yeah, let's get to
the
it later.
news. Let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
All the top trending stories that you need to know about at the time you're listening to this podcast, but also first a fun fact and a joke of the day. And since it's Cinco de Mayo, I'm going to give you a fun fact about the history of Cinco de Mayo, which is the yearly commemoration of Mexico's victory over the French at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. And we've covered this on the show before, but it's an annual reminder. It's not Mexican Independence Day. That is on September 16th when Mexico told Spain to go pound sand in 1810. And Cinco de Mayo is actually a Mexican-American holiday for the most part. It started the big
Where we
celebration.
drink margaritas.
Margaritas, Coronas. They started it in California, which is awesome.
Caronitas.
Mm-hmm.
It's the little horse. It's the pony.
Oh
Corona,
no!
big
It's
Corona.
back to the ponies.
What's it called when you put the little Corona, the Coronita
Yeah,
into a
in the-
margarita?
The
Bulldog?
beerita. It's a beerita.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's called
delicious.
domestic violence.
Yeah.
Oh, delicioso is what it's called on Cinco de Mayo. Anyways, so it's Mexican American holiday, which is super fun because we have so much shared culture between Mexico and the United States. Kind of like how all North American countries have a revolutionary holiday besides Canada. And that's because old Sausage Fingers himself is technically still King Charles III of Canada as well.
Look at that hand.
He will be coronated this weekend as Canada's king. So
Did you have AI do that?
That's a producer Eric special right there. That's
excellent.
that's King Charles sausage hand meme with Canadians loving him in the background.
Looks pretty similar to the real deal.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
pretty
thought those
real.
were his real fingers, just copy
Just
and
more.
pasted.
Yeah.
It's just sausage spilling out of like a tube somewhere. Right. So he is actually king of Canada because they never revolted like Mexico and the United States had the balls to do. And also their king.
That's tough. They're the only ones in North America that didn't.
Yeah. Well, the only major nation in North America that didn't do it. And also someone, and their king, this is embarrassing for him. Someone mowed a dick into the coronation lawn for this weekend as well.
No.
All fun facts.
Is that a dick or is that one of his fingers?
It's hard to tell, Mark.
Could be a fucked up music note.
Yeah, it could be a music note.
It's a 5 a.m. coronation. Many British people are saying they're not waking up for it. But that's for King Charles III.
And that's where they king him?
Less eyes on his hands that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got to sit on the breakfast rock of destiny.
Can we do it at 3 a.m.,
Eat a
please?
scone. Yeah.
This is the equivalent of him reaching the back of the checkerboard, right?
Right. King me.
Yeah. Do you think that any Canadians are
King
going to
me.
stay up all night to watch? Because it's like pretty late night Canada time, 5 a.m. England time.
No, not many. I doubt that many
I
would.
mean,
Wait,
there's got to be a few Canadians that are still really into being royal subjects.
5 a.m. England time's like midnight, right? Or like 10 p.m. Canadian. So they're still probably getting pretty drunk.
I can like watch it at night. On
Yeah.
the West Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a Cinco de Mayo fun facts, mostly about Canada, though. Busting on Canada because it's Mexico, America Day. And also a related joke of the day from Dankstone in the Hard Factor Discord chat. Get in there. Many funny people and jokes going on. And he says, alcoholism doesn't run in my family. It drives. Get it? Which is also a great reminder that you don't want to need to use that joke in your life ever.
It's kind of a perfect joke.
It's a fantastic joke. So go ahead and get Uber this weekend instead so you don't have to use that when you're explaining something. But it is a great way to break the ice if you're having to explain.
Yeah. You think the cops are out on Cinco de Mayo on a Friday? I'd say so.
Watch out.
Yeah. See?
And while you're out partying, go ahead and pop on Ed Sheeran's hit single, Thinking Out Loud, guilt-free for the first time since 2017 when the lawsuit started, because a jury has finally decided that the relatively obvious conclusion that the song using the same melody as Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On is not copyright infringement. You see, music is made up of melodies that shift from one chord to the next in a progression. And there are only 7 major chord groups. Okay. So very often hit songs share the same chord progressions with each other since there are only so many variations based on the original 7 major notes. Ipso facto, this is far from the first time, a hit song has shared a melody with another hit song.
Yeah. Hey, Gay Estate, totally calm down. Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you what, musicology, I don't want to shit on musicology because it's, I guess it's an ecology, but it's not just that. Well, like it's so subjective in terms of whether or not there's infringement. Like,
right.
I was in a situation one time where a song might have been infringing, and they're like, "Oh, okay, here's how you protect yourself. Go talk to a musicologist." And the guy was like, "Yeah, maybe." I mean, that's essentially the best they can give you. Like, there's no defined facts.
Right, but the reality is that many people will use like the same tempo and chord progression just on accident. It happens all the time. They could be writing independent songs and it happens all the time. There's tons of lists of similar situations. You can just Google it. You can Google hit songs that sound exactly alike, and those are all songs where the same exact thing happened as Ed Sheeran and Marvin Gaye. Mm-hmm.
You can check out this TikTok guy who he points at a song. He goes like this, and then he points to this one. And then he points to this one. They all have the same. Yeah, Eric knows what I'm talking about. He's doing it with me. That guy's the man. It's my wife's favorite TikTok guy.
That guy's the man. He's got a good ear for matching chord progressions together.
That's right.
And obviously all those people aren't being sued into oblivion like Ed Sheeran was. So to me, it was always a pretty obvious ruling ever since the case was brought all the way back in 2017. But Ed Sheeran doesn't have to quit music that he dramatically claimed he would quit.
I was about to
if he
say, let's
lost
not
the
let him
case,
off the
but
hook for being a baby back bitch about preemptively
Right.
saying he was going to quit music forever.
He could have been less dramatic, but it's
Yeah.
still a big win for artists. It's good for artists. So good for Ed Sheeran, even though he shouldn't dramatically threaten to quit, music if he
right outcome, but he's still a bitch.
Yeah, he shouldn't
Oh
have-
no, Sheeran's tight, man. Sheeran's a good dude.
He said he's going to quit music
You see,
forever.
he was under the lawsuit for 5 years, so it must have been or 6, must have been driving him nuts.
Yeah.
Also, when you're partying this weekend, you're going to need some good stuff on the TV background, and look no further than playoff hockey and basketball. In basketball, you've got the Nuggets as the only team with a 2-game lead as we tape this podcast in the conference semifinals of the NBA. And then you got the Warriors about to tip off in game 2 against the Lakers as we tape the game. Celtics, 76ers, and Nuggets, Suns Friday night. Knicks and Heat, Warrior, Lakers, game 3 on Saturday. And game 4 for the season, Nugs again on Sunday. You guys have any favorites this year in the NBA?
Anyone but the Knicks or Heat. That series is so embarrassing that one of those teams is getting to the Eastern Conference Finals because the Sixers and Celtics are both significantly better than the Heat and the Knicks.
The Heat is going to win out of their tournament with the Knicks,
maybe.
right? Are they? And then the Sixers are going to win.
No,
The
Celtics
Warriors are going to win, and the Suns.
I'm rooting for anybody from the Nugs, Suns.
Ballsy picks, Pat. Suns are down
Nugs, Suns, Nugs.
Watch it
because
happen.
They're the Nugs, and then Suns just because, like, if KD were to win again, that would be hilarious. Is he even playing, or is like all right.
He is, but not like well, I guess not. He's not. They're down 2-0 and they lost double digits. I think.
Right
game.
to the Nugs.
Yeah.
And the Nugs, I mean, like, you got to root for the Blazers and the Nugs.
I like the Warriors to take it all again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think LeBron was 1 for 8 from 3-point in the first game.
They won though.
My stat I saw.
Yeah, but they won. They won by 3. That's gonna be a good.
The Lakers
series.
are up 1-0.
Yeah.
All right, and then the NHL is in a similar spot with the conference semifinals underway. We've got game 2 of the Panthers and Leafs going on as we tape. Puck drop for the surprising Kraken and Stars after that. Then you have Devils Hurricanes Friday night, Oilers Knights Saturday night. Knights nice. And back to Canes Devils Leafs Panthers on Sunday night.
Jersey.
Well, if it goes to 5 with the
Roughed up by the
Oilers
Canes, though.
and the Golden Knights, I might invite you down to Vegas for a game because I might be going if it goes to 5.
Oh, really? Look at
Might
that.
be. I don't know. I'll tell you more about it if it's looking like it's going to go to 5 and this plan I have works out.
Well, that sounds.
But you just might be seeing me.
It's a quick.
Why don't you go to the
hop away from
Devils
me.
game?
I'm not.
Oh, is Pat?
You want to clear that up?
We have a live comment. Listener Jared Lindsay says Pat's so high it's comical.
on
Because of the
life.
shirt. It's because of the
On
Cottonmouth
life.
King
Oh.
shirt.
Yeah, it was the KMK.
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
That's. I think he's. It maybe just took a nap and then has a Cottonmouth King shirt on. Hopefully. Wait. Well, maybe. Who knows? And even though, guys, we have. Also Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It drops this weekend. So lots of good entertainment. If you want to, it's the Cinco de Mayo. Movies, sports, enjoy yourself this weekend.
Mario Brothers was good. Saw it last night. Go.
that's right,
It's good. It's great. It's enjoyable.
How was Pratt?
I mean, he was great. I thought he was Ryan Reynolds for half the movie until my son corrected me. But
Hilarious. How racist was his accent on a not racist to Jared Leto in that Gucci movie? Racist.
it was below Jared Leto.
I would hope so.
It's still,
That was
still pretty racist. Yeah.
Nothing's as racist as Jared Leto's.
But
House
they
of
don't
Gucci.
even. He doesn't have an Italian accent, does he?
I think they
No,
removed it
no,
or something.
It's all a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
I think
they
his
got
dad
around
has a
it.
real Italian accent in the movie, but
They got around it. Yeah. Okay. And so great entertainment, movies, sports, get out there. And even though we have all that great entertainment at your disposal right now, it's looking less and less likely that we're going to be getting any presidential debates before the primary elections that start at the beginning of next year. So that's sad news for us because we love to cover the debates. It's always funny, to watch the old guys fuck up and get nervous on stage. The DNC announced this week that Biden will not debate anyone, no questions asked at all, even though RFK Jr. is polling at 19%, according to CNN amongst Democrats, which is crazy.
That's strong.
what a coward.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody's saying, but he's so
I don't wanna-
unpopular.
I don't want to beat a dead horse and make fun of disabilities, but if I was Biden's team, I'd be like, let's get him on the stage.
RFK Jr.?
Yeah.
But you think
He's
Biden's
even
gonna
scared
do
of
better?
RFK Jr.
That
Mark.
voice. No, but that voice.
It's the worst debate ever, Mark.
I know. It's a
Right,
bad
Biden versus
debate,
RFK Jr.
but-
That would be. Imagine not being able to watch it all, just having to listen on the radio. Ooh,
Oh my God.
that's rough.
Bad for
That's a rough
Democrats,
few hours.
We're gonna hear more about RFK in the High Five.
Ooh, nice. So anyways, he was polling at 19% among Democrats, according to CNN. It worked for Katie Hobbs, now governor of Arizona, and also John Fetterman, now senator of Pennsylvania, to stick with the DNC strategy of bunker defense, just like Joe Biden in the 2020
Yeah, but he's the
election.
president. It's different.
Yeah, but he did it to get elected. So
it's bullshit, man.
why not do it to get reelected? I guess. I mean, he had to debate the field in the first primary, but that's because they didn't have an incumbent. So I think Trump did the same thing for Republicans last time. Anyways, on the Republican side, Trump again is saying he won't debate because he has a quote unquote insurmountable lead. It's absolutely insurmountable. Nearly a calendar
so
year
cocky.
surmounted.
That's so cocky.
before
Damn.
elections are held. So
Yeah.
Don't even try to surmount it.
yeah.
That's some Dooley level confidence.
That's what I'm saying. Dooley's the Trump of the energy sector.
Yeah.
He knows his green energy inside now. CNN, however, is begging for ratings so hard that they gave Trump a town hall in prime time in New Hampshire that will air next Wednesday, May 10th. So he gets a free lunch from CNN. No contestants around. Trump gets even more of an insurmountable lead, and Biden will not take any debates, no questions asked. So basically, the media and the two biggest campaigns seem to be working together to make it just those two candidates.
Man, we are such suckers. It's Trump versus
Dude.
Biden 2.0, and there's no debates.
I know.
No-
the people
no
need to do
questions
something
asked,
about
Mark.
this,
No
man.
Dude,
questions asked.
dude, we're getting trampled.
They're just letting them do this.
What's happening? What are you talking about, Will?
I mean, people could just not vote for those two fucking guys.
No,
you know,
yeah.
that's my strategy. I just never vote for those two.
But
Never
the
have,
thing,
never will.
but the thing puts them at the top of the thing. When I go
Yeah,
to the polls,
just-
they're
there's
right at the
always
top.
At least a third option. Last time it was Joe Jorgensen. This time it'll be at least one.
God, I'd like to elect Joe Jorgensen's tour bus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really. Those were the days.
A lot of
should
good-looking staffers on
Yeah,
there.
like, you should
They
get
really
Olivia
were.
Dunn on
And
there. Yeah.
Speaking of that, like if anybody wants to run for president out there, let us know. Come talk to us on the show because I think we should give people a voice. If the legacy media and every single person in politics is trying to shut it out to be just Biden Trump 2.0. So, come on, let us know if you have any ideas. of
Can I
people to
address? Can I address a live comment? Jack, what the fuck are you talking about? We didn't say it's good that Trump's not debating. We laughed about it. We need to stop with the.
You got to read the comment first, man.
It's
For the- for
Jack says,
li-
"I don't get
listeners
it.
home.
Biden not debating is bad, but Trump not
No, it
debating
was
is
both
good."
bad. It was
No,
both
we
bad.
didn't. We didn't
That's
say
not-
that, Jack.
I said it was both
That's what
bad.
you wanted to hear.
Said it was both bad.
Yeah.
Okay, and since that
Jack
does
and
suck,
time out again.
Yeah.
who did that the other day? Was that you?
Wes? Yeah, 'cause he made a joke that he like about like my sobriety, and he's from you guys I can handle it.
Jack-
I don't know Jack that well that he's chopping it up about my sobriety in the comments like a fucking prick.
Anyway,
Wes is off the wagon again.
Fucking
Look, what-
dumb
yeah.
fuck.
well, you will get muted in the chat by Wes for that.
No, Jack, they both need to fucking
They're
debate
both, it's
somebody,
bad.
man.
We're saying it's bad.
We're,
Both
we're
it's
just
bad.
getting
Yeah.
bent over like a miniature pony.
That's true. Well, then, speaking of that, let's get to the miniature ponies faster. Since all this sucks, and let's go to something that doesn't. Snoop Dogg. He's always pretty good. Snoop attended the Milken Institute Global Conference in LA this week, which I don't know. I guess is that Pat? Do you know? Is it
What was the name of it again?
Milken Institute? Is that like a performing
Never heard
arts?
of it. Never
I don't know.
heard of it.
Anyways,
I'll
it's
look
in LA having a global conference, and he was asked about streaming and AI, and he nailed it as always. And here's his takes: first on streaming and the writer's strike, and then on AI. Let's take a listen to the clip. Here's the streaming one.
Women gotta get their shit together, cause I don't understand how the fuck you get paid off of that shit. Like, I mean, can somebody explain to me how you can get 1 billion streams and not get $1 million? Like, that shit don't make sense to me. Like, I don't know who the fuck running the streaming industry, if you in here or not. But nigga, you need to give us some information on how the fuck to track this money down. Because 1 + 1 ain't adding up to 2. That shit don't add up, and I have to say it. Because that's the main gripe with a lot of us artists is that we do major numbers with streams and this shit, but it don't add up to the money. Like, what the fuck is the money? When I first came out, my records would sell based off of physical. If you sold 1 million copies, that means if $9.99, $9 million, you get this percentage, that's what it is. So if I sell how many streams, how much money do I get? It's not being translated and it's not working for the artist right now. And I just want to speak to that in the music industry. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I
mean, we haven't
take.
done. What's that?
I got a take here on this, man.
We haven't done billions like Snoop, but we have done tens of millions that we didn't get paid for on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And yeah, it sucks. Snoop's
We're
right.
over 100 million lifetime. Come on, platinum.
Two things about that.
Well, yeah, total.
Yeah.
Over 100 million. But I'm saying like we've had individual streaming
I've done over 10 million
products that
for
have done
one
like
item.
over multiple that we don't get paid for. Just like he's saying.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So Snoop spent his whole career building to buying Death Row Records. So I understand why he's fucking pissed about AI. Like he just cashed in, just like moved his.
He's saying
nest egg
streaming right
buying
now.
the catalog.
He hasn't even got to AI.
What's weirder is he's getting into. There is a calculation. It's just 0.0007 cents per stream. It's pretty simple. Snoop.
Or when you're us, they'll just say, "Actually, sorry, it was too offensive.
pretty simple,
we're gonna take all the ad money." When you're hard
Right.
factor,
Right. All the ad money is going to.
when you're hard factor, they just say, "Actually, this was too offensive. We're gonna keep letting it play for tens of millions."
Because you're edgy, we've decided to keep your money.
We're gonna keep all the ad money.
Yeah.
It used to be.
That's also how they deal with it too.
It used to be about $7,000 per million streams on Spotify. That's what it used to be. It's not that good.
Yeah,
anymore.
well, he's right. Streaming has their shit fucked up. Get it figured out. Snoop Dogg's not happy. I'm not happy. All right, one more thing. AI. I think we can all relate to his feeling about AI.
Right now that they done made for me, this nigga can talk to me. I'm like, man, this nigga can hold a real conversation. Like for real. Like it's blowing my mind because I watched movies on this as a kid years ago when I used to see this shit, and I'm like, what is going on? Then I heard the old dude that created AI is talking about this is not safe because the AI's got their own minds and these motherfuckers gonna start doing their own shit. I'm like, is we in a fucking movie right now or what? The fuck, man? So do I need to invest in the AI so I can have one with me? Or like, do y'all know? Shit, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now nobody knows Snoop.
Snoop's like one of us, man.
Oh yeah.
Asking
He should be
real
concerned
questions.
about AI for getting paid, man. That's what he should be worried about, dude.
Yeah. He's
Snoop's
worried about
paid.
the streaming, but yeah, his shit is going to get AI'd. Like there will be an AI
Snoop's
Snoop.
paid. He's worried about
No
other
time
people
at
getting
all.
paid.
Right. Hey, but that's actually like he's got a good point. Also, the Ed Sheeran thing, regardless of how you feel about him personally, good for artists. So, yeah, people are sticking up for artists. That's nice. All right, which brings us to
The cream of the crop!
and today's cream is also a bit of Florida Man Friday action for you. Remember to go sign up, patreon.com/hard factor if you want the full Florida Man Friday podcast. Very hilarious this week, as always. But this is a short Florida Man story on this podcast out of Putnam County. And Putnam County's sheriff's office had to spring into action earlier this week when two goats, they refused to stop fighting each other right in the middle of the street. See this right here?
They're
These
pissed
goats.
off there.
Yeah. These goats had apparently been just like literally just fighting one another in the middle of this street in Putnam County, Florida for the entire weekend. This was on Sunday night. Somebody finally called the cops. The cops roped them up and broke up the goats. And
they're still trying to
Putnam-
get at each
Well,
other.
they're waiting till more people got there to bet on it. It looks like.
I know, right?
Yeah, they got the
should've just-
cars around them with the headlights.
Yeah, this
Why
one
would
cop
you-
looks like a corner man.
Right.
They
Why would,
should-
you do this? Why would you rope two goats when you could just rope one? Just get the female goat out of there.
Yeah,
I think they're both boys. Look, they both
Yeah,
have
they're
dicks.
both billy goats.
Right. That's what I'm
they're
saying.
both-
There's,
that's-
there's
it's a
got to
turf
be
war.
there's got to be a
They
lady
fight.
goat around there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
They can
Or
smell her.
well, Pat, that's a good idea. I think I know what happened though. But here's what the Putnam County Sheriff's Office posted on Facebook. They said, Palatka Police Department responded to a call of a fight in progress last night in the area of Westover Circle and Campbell Street. The suspects were pretty mad at one another, and the fight escalated into the yards of nearby residences. Both were pretty hard-headed. but officers managed to separate, wrangle, and bring them into Putnam County Jail. However, we now are trying to find the owners, and the owners were thankfully located. So everything's fine. The goats were broken up, but they did fight all weekend long. And like a lot of the local residents were upset because would you want goats fighting in your front yard?
They probably make a lot of noise.
No, but I'd want goats fighting in my neighbor's front yard.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It'd be fucking awesome to watch, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wes, you're right. I mean, they should have broke out like, the
Some
money.
chairs.
Yeah,
Oh,
some
yeah.
chairs.
Money, beers, yeah.
Shares.
Yeah, and then one guy.
Maybe
All it takes
cooler.
is
I
one
don't
guy
know.
to be the book. All right, here's the odds. The little
Next
ones.
strike.
Yeah, exactly. Next strike live betting.
Yeah.
If you could do that, dude,
I'm betting the goats, dude.
say a cop rolls up on a goat fight. Should it be legal for a cop to be able to have a little bit of live action on that goat fight
Yes.
that he's
It
breaking up?
is. It is
It
totally.
looks like that one cop's doing it.
Well,
Maybe
goat
it's
fighting
illegal,
legal.
though.
They do it naturally, you know. Like if you go to like a farm, you like sheep will fight, goats will fight. I guess. You know,
He's talking the one goat up. He's trying to get the confidence back in this one goat.
You're a killer,
He's
Yeah,
ashamed.
Billy.
yeah.
wow. I hope they could make a little money on it off of each other. But I think I know, Pat, what happened there. I think those goats were going crazy fighting over the rights for who got to eat the best grass on the block because somebody in that neighborhood
Yeah,
has a
Sunday.
Sunday lawn.
What a fucking segue.
Wow.
And I mean, like these
You're right.
goats, you saw how crazy they got. I mean, somebody's grass is just so green and delicious, Sunday treated, that they can't get enough, and so it just drove them nuts. So instead of spending time guessing how to work on your yard and going to the store to poorly purchase what you think you need, but you don't know what you need, with Sunday, you can spend time enjoying your yard since you'll be done every time in just a few minutes with no guesswork at all because they've shipped everything straight to your door that you need and they told you how to do it. Sunday is everything you need to get the lawn you've dreamed of. This spring, go to getsunday.com/hardfactor and enter your address to get a customized plan created just for your lawn. They will show you exactly how much sun you get in your yard, show you what kind of grass you need, and teach you everything you need to know about how to plant it and take care of it, everything. No trips to the store or hauling heavy bags since they ship it straight to your home, straight to your front door. You just need a hose to apply Sunday. You can even weed, cut, edge, and fertilize your whole lawn in less time than it takes to listen to one episode of Hard Factor. I do it all the time. Very quick because Sunday makes it easy. And they only use ingredients that you can feel good about. No harsh chemicals, no long waiting periods or trying to keep your kids and pets off the lawn. Simply apply, let it dry, and you're back to enjoying your lusciously green yard in no time at all. Sunday is easy and affordable. Some lawn care services cost more than $1,500 a year, but Sunday's full season plans start at just $109. And for a limited time, Sunday is offering our listeners 50% off your first box. So you can get started today for as little as $55. Wow. When you
Someone's getting fired at Sunday.
Sunday.com/hard factor. I think they are, Mark. And check out
They'll honor the deal, though. They will.
Yeah, they'll honor the deal, but someone's
will.
head's rolling.
for now. So do it now.
Yeah.
That's 50% off your first box at getsunday.com/hard factor. Do it before this deal runs out because it must be a typo.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Summer right around the corner. You know what that means. It means that it's time to get yourself some fresh new bird dogs.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're back,
The
baby.
They're back. We got them.
Bird Dogs
They're
is
back.
baby.
I'm going to change it to mine right now.
Woo!
There you
I
go.
wear my bird dogs every day.
The
I-
only
yeah.
shorts and pants of Fat Boy Summer.
The last time we had bird dogs for like a year, and like when they were like, all right, like it's running our course. It was one of our best longest sponsorships. They're going away because they liked us so much. Was they sent us like 8 pairs of bird dogs. So I wore bird dogs like 90% of the days. Yeah,
Oh, we're Bird Dogs guys.
Why would you
Yeah.
not?
I know.
Yeah,
It's
they're
awesome.
the-
Awesome.
They're the most versatile and comfortable shorts in the universe, and they
back.
have some fresh new styles this summer that will be sure to draw some attention right to where you want to draw some attention if you know what I'm saying. Look at that. Look at these new styles. You're not if you
Pat Cassithai.
yeah.
Yeah, I got big thighs.
Ooh, look at those
Bird Dogs
designs
can
they got
contain
this
'em.
year.
Oh,
Oh shit!
You are
I
getting
have
noticed.
I have those. Yeah, I have those black ones. I have a few of these
I got
already.
the
and
yellows. I got the whites.
I could tell you that the black ones with the paint swatches, it's like a Bill Murray-esque print. I don't even know what it's called right there, but it is fantastic. Great swimsuit.
Listen,
Stick out
and
of
you know, I'm not, I'm not a heterosexual female or a gay man, but if I'm looking to fuck a guy for the night and two guys are standing next to each other and one of them is wearing some boring ass straight, khaki shorts and one guy is wearing shorts, that look like these, I'm thinking to myself, who's going to be the better lay? And I can guarantee you that the guy wearing the bird dogs is a better lay.
Not to mention the fact you don't have to take off two articles of clothing because the liner's built in on the shorts. So you're just out and about as soon as you slide them off.
One step closer to ecstasy.
Yeah.
If they
straight,
go
slide,
away,
and they have
you go.
very slick materials. Slide straight off.
Oh my god!
Slide right out of there when you're
all
done.
purpose.
Plus,
you can wear them in the rain.
Versatility. Yeah, versatility means you can wear them all summer long. Wear them at the office, wear them at the golf course, date night, wear them in the pool, in the ocean, like I do. They're phenomenal. Listen, one of the things that I have going for me, one of the last things I have going for me is as a fat guy, is my legs are still halfway decent. And Bird Dogs make my legs look great. And they come in 3 different lengths, so you can show as much or as little as you want. Last time I wore Bird Dogs downtown, I was approached by this like 10, and she immediately said, "Look, I'm married. I just have to say that right now, for my own personal morality and to remind myself I'm married. But if I wasn't, I've been watching you walk around downtown all day in those shorts, stalking you, in fact.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't married, I would take you back to me and my husband's house and do very bad things to you while he's at
That's
work."
exactly
until
what
around
she
6
said. I
p.m.
was there.
Yeah.
You told me about it that day.
Yeah. And I said, "Whoa, lady, I'm taken. You couldn't fuck me if you wanted to, but because I'm a nice guy, I did her husband, the poor bastard, a solid."
Give him the code. Give him the hard factor code.
I said, tell your poor bastard husband to go to birddogs.com/factor, enter promo code HNews, get your husband some bird dogs, and he will get a free Yeti-style tumbler with his order.
Yeah.
Can't promise he'll look as good as I do, but I guarantee it will be a huge upgrade for whatever he's wearing now. So I saved the marriage that day, probably saved some kids therapy too. And you can do the same thing. Go to birddogs.com/factor if you want that free Yeti style tumbler. Put in promo code HNews, all caps, and you're welcome. So there you go.
Woo, they're back,
They're back.
baby.
They're back.
You can do
Take
that
advantage
too.
while you can.
And
They've got
pants.
some.
The
They
pants
got
are
some new like super soft sweatpants too.
Dude, the pants are
joggers,
form fitting.
khaki
The pants make your legs look great too. Everything they do is fantastic.
Let's show Bird Dogs some love so they stick around and then keep
That's
sending us free shorts.
That's
Well,
right.
it's the official bottom half of Fat Boy Summer. So if you want to participate, you technically got to be in some Bird Dogs.
It was
as
shirt
well as
optional, so it's really the only.
shirt
Right.
option.
Right. We require, as of now, we require some sort of lower body coverage.
Yeah.
Not,
For now.
but you can get the short ones though.
Yeah, birddogs.com/factor, code HNews. Guys, it's Friday. What better way to gallop into the weekend than with another story about a guy fucking a horse? You guys in or what?
How big's the horse?
No, it's a big horse. What do you say? You in?
Yeah, let's talk about it, Wes.
That's what I thought. This time we're gonna go to Quincy, Illinois. Population just under 40K. A quaint little city known as Illinois's Gem City. Unless you're this guy, 39-year-old Jack R. Blanque, which in that case, Quincy is known for the best city in Illinois to find the horse to fuck. And Jack's been saying it for years. Every stranger, hey, you ever been to Quincy, Illinois? Oh, real nice little city. They got a museum, a theater. Best part about it, part I love about it, it's a great place to fuck a mayor. That's what he says to everybody. Yeah. So.
But they probably think,
Let me tell you about Quincy.
Like the leader of a town?
yeah, they probably think like the leader of a town.
No.
No.
Mare, M-A-R-E. An older than 4-year-old horse.
Yeah, so you think people they just like awkwardly laugh. They're like, I hope he means a leader of a town.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
walk
your
away.
mare must be hot. No,
Yeah.
he means a mare.
Or you hate him.
What's this guy's profession, Wes? Does he?
His profession is disabled because he collects government checks.
Okay, all right.
But don't feel
we're
too
his
bad for him.
employer.
Okay.
Yeah, he either works for the city or I think he does nothing. I think he's on disability. He gets a government check, from what I know.
Put that mugshot up. The expression on his face is, give me another chance.
Yeah. He's kind of like, are you sure
That
you want
stubble.
to? You sure you want to keep me in jail?
Exactly.
Look at
Yeah.
that hair stubble. So,
He's got
that's
huge
how Jack
ears,
lived his
too.
life. He'd work or do nothing during the week, and then Friday night, as soon as it got dark out, around 1 a.m., he would sneak on to a farm located just south of Quincy in Melrose Township. There's the little dot there at the 4200 block of Deer Ridge Road, or as Jack called it, this place I go. So this past Friday, Jack went to the place he goes to see the horse he fucks, but he made a very important stop before heading to this place. He had to make sure to bring his lady a nice bribe so she wouldn't get upset while Jack fucked her. And Jack's smart. You see, Jack's been doing this for a while, more than a dozen times, according to deputies. And Jack figured out that if he hangs a bucket of apples in front of the horse while he fucks it, he can fuck the horse as long as that bucket stays full of apples. The fuller the bucket, the longer Jack can go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So,
how many pounds of apples did he prepare with?
Well, it depends on how hard he's fucking the horse and how fast the horse eats.
He's
And I
using
imagine the horse eats very fast.
He's using his government check to buy all apples at the grocery store.
Yeah. Do you think
yeah.
he usually overshoots or undershoots the apples in terms of the
I think
amount
he
of time it
overshoots
buys?
the apples.
Because it's like a sand timer, really. Yeah.
I think
The
he
whole
probably takes a few
EBT
home.
card is going.
Yeah, the whole EBT card's budget is for apples.
He doesn't leave the extras for him. He takes them
No,
home.
when he's done, he snatches the bucket. That's enough.
First of the month, time to get 1,000 apples.
That's enough for you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
If the check doesn't come in, and he's got to get his picking gloves on.
Yeah, that's right.
So he might be on disability because he's dumb, but he's smart enough to know that if he gives the horse apples, he can fuck it.
That's actually pretty. I mean, take some reasoning. So
And he's
he
fucking
figured it
it,
out.
right?
He's
not
fucking
getting
it. Yeah,
fucked.
this I'm against. So when deputies
but
caught
Wes,
Jack this past,
Wes, he is feeding the horse.
yeah, but it's
Well,
being
that
violated.
doesn't mean you can rape
Wrong mouth.
Yeah.
a lot of
So
that's why they're farmers, huh?
yeah. So this past Friday night, around 12:44, after staking out, they found Jack standing on a 5-gallon bucket, going to town on a horse as the horse quickly ate the apples. And
What a scene! This horse is gobbling apples. He's balancing on a bucket.
there's just juice running down the horse's mouth.
He's
got two buckets.
What a fucking scene!
Yeah, to stand on a bucket. This is a full horse.
Yeah, that asshole's high in the air.
Yeah. Well, he's fucking the vagina. So it was a class 4 felony,
Too, yeah.
punishable between 1 and 3 years. Now, I'm not sure how the owners on the farm caught on, but I bet it's because after each visit, Jack, that horse's stall would be covered in shit full of apple seeds, and the horse would just be laying on its side with a bellyache. Jack visited the night before.
Sad look in its eye.
Oh no!
They caught on
Poor
because every time the horse saw an apple in front of him, it just presented itself.
Yeah, the farmers had the stable hands had to get confused.
Yeah.
Why is it
And
keep
you're not
backing up into me every time?
Yeah, you're not supposed to give horses that many apples. I learned that in rehab because we were on like a horse farm, basically, that we did like equine therapy. And basically every addict that comes through there says, hey, can I give the horse an apple? And if you have 150 addicts wanting to give every horse an apple, the horse would die. So you can't feed them unlimited apples, otherwise they will get sick. There's something about the seeds, I think. I don't know. Maybe Jack Severt can tell me. So they come in the stall the next morning. The horse is just moaning, and there's apple, cores everywhere, whatever. And in the courtroom, Judge Ted Brenner read the felony charge out loud in the courtroom, saying, Mr. Blank placed his penis inside the vagina of the horse, which I'm sure was met with some groans. And
I don't know if placed was the right verb there.
Right.
Yeah.
Forced.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, yeah.
So
He got on a
Oh,
bucket.
this is all.
There was
this is
two
all
buckets
by-
involved.
Yeah. He placed the bucket. I don't know about that.
the state's attorney asked for a bond to be set at $2,000.
Eased it in. Whoa, girl. Whoa.
Ease this better.
Whoa, girl. Whoa.
Now them apples.
Whoa.
Yeah. You want another apple? Here. I'll fill
How
your
do
bucket.
you develop this fetish, dude? This is
Easy,
so
girl.
gross.
Let me fill your bucket up for you.
What are you doing looking back here? You got plenty of apples up there, girl.
Am I gonna have to put blinders on you?
Yeah. Hey, I bought you Granny's fist. So they said that they wanted his bond set at $2,000, but the public defender requested $1,000 because Jack receives $1,000 a month. From that, his rent is $700, and then of course, like Mark said, about $300 goes to bags of apples every month. So he's got no money left.
No.
So yeah, so he's still in jail until
He's
about the
keeping
10th.
He's keeping a farm in business, like an apple farm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's putting
Well, dude,
them
they
down.
let
Jack
him
sure
out.
loves apples.
I mean, Wes, if they ever let him out, he's just gonna go straight back to Quincy. There's
Oh, you kidding me? Of course.
no chance. He's not.
The judge
going
ordered
back.
him. The judge ordered him to stay away from Quincy. He should have ordered no one to sell this guy any apples. And so he's in jail till May 10th because he's doing the I serve time to
That's
get
next
money
week.
thing. Yeah. Oh
That
yeah.
horse
yeah.
better get ready.
He's out by May 10th.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's out. Yeah, Quincy.
Yeah.
The horse of Quincy is in the crosshairs because he's going back.
Oh no, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's terrible. You
He'll
think the
be
horse?
there next week?
You think the horse ever shit on him while he was doing it?
I
Oh.
would think so. Yeah.
That would be a
Dude,
scene.
they shit a lot, so probably.
That's
Where
what I'm
is a
saying.
horse's vagina? I'm reading that it's
I'm
very
imagining-
below
elastic.
the butt.
Imagining below
just-
the
yeah.
butt, and if it shat
Right
on his,
below the butt. So
if it shat all
yeah.
over him while he was doing it, that would have been hard to explain.
You
Why
think he
is
likes that?
why is your
Oh,
crotch
man.
and lower half covered in horse shit?
Ooh. Oh, Jack.
Oh
Probably
wow.
went through a bunch of different types of apples before he found the right one. You know.
Oh yeah,
It's right there
he
below
eats
the
this
butt.
one too quick.
She hates the Fuji's.
Yeah,
Oh no, not Fuji.
they're also
no.
too expensive.
She kicked me last time I gave her Fuji. Anyway,
Man.
that's that. Poor.
All right. Did you guys hear about the Italian chef that died?
No.
No.
He passed away. So a blonde walks into a library and she asked the librarian, "Do you have any pasta?" And the librarian rolled her eyes and answered, "Miss, this is a library." And the blonde goes, "Oh, right. Do you have any pasta?" And why couldn't the pasta get into the house?
I don't know why, Mark.
Because he had no key.
Oh,
funny.
There you go.
You're probably wondering why I just did 3 pasta jokes back to back to back, just like the people of Old Bridge, New Jersey, are wondering why someone dumped over 500 pounds of cooked spaghetti, elbow macaroni, and ziti in the woods yesterday in Old Bridge, New Jersey. 550 pounds of pasta. What's going on over there?
Yeah, why'd they do that?
Get a load of that
Batch.
shit. I mean, that's a fusilli amount of pasta, right? Who did this? Pat, how far? Some of these are stolen, by the way. But Will, go ahead.
No, it's got to be a prank, right? Because why else would you be dumping all that pasta? Unless
It's a factory that had a bad batch. I think you're right. And then they just said, fucking get rid of
Yeah,
it.
but who cooks pasta in a factory though?
The spaghetti warehouse.
Mr. Boyardee.
Is there one around there?
The spaghetti warehouse had a bad day.
Olive
Yeah, it
Garden.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Yeah,
Pat,
it could only
how
be
far
like
is
a
Old-
huge chain that cooks it in that big.
How far is Old
quantities.
Bridge, New Jersey, from where you are?
It's pretty far. It's
Oh, man.
like 40 miles away.
That's not that bad. I was gonna say we need some boots on the ground in the store. We could get a video. It would be you and a bunch of weeping shirtless men in gold chains.
I don't know if they've cleaned it up yet. Did they clean it up
They
yet? Or is
did.
it still
They
there?
did. No, they
Oh,
did.
man.
Tony Soprano would have whacked whoever did this, which I don't think the culprit has been caught yet or the motive revealed. There's a few people that claim they know who did it, but they're not saying. So yeah, no one knows what's going on. Could it be the flying spaghetti monster, or worshippers of Pastafarianism, which is the satirical religion created by Bobby Henderson in 2005 to protest the Kansas State Board of Education decision to allow teaching of religion as origin to life stories in science classes in Kansas. So this guy's like, "Oh yeah, you're not going to teach evolution only? Well, I'm going to create the spaghetti monster in Pastafarianism," and it took off. Could be the spaghetti monster worshippers.
Nice.
Could be.
Seems like a waste of good pasta to me. Regardless,
Pastafarianism sounds interesting to me.
Yeah.
So let's
There's a lot of
think this
stuff
out.
I can get behind.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
It was cooked pasta, right?
Mhm.
And it was 500 pounds of cooked pasta. Put that picture back up. Let's
They just
figure out
dumped
what
it on the
vehicle.
sides. It's either factory
Could you-
or a joke.
Could you put that in a bed of a pickup truck? Do you need
Yeah,
a truck?
like where you would transfer like hay, right? Like a back.
Now
Of
it could be in a wheelbarrow. You could have done that in a wheelbarrow.
550
It's on the
Look at
pounds.
the
How many
piles.
loads?
Look at the piles that it's in.
It's a bunch of
That's-
wheelbarrow loads. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Somebody
it's
did it in a
dump truck.
wheelbarrow. Look, they dumped it, but somebody walked it over there. They dumped it
Like
each
8
Well, it
times.
looks like a bunch of wheelbarrows.
Like 10 wheelbarrows worth.
dumps. Yeah.
So how
It's
did
10.
how did no one catch 10 wheelbarrows worth of
It's
pasta?
done in the middle of the night. But why you do it though? It's like it's either somebody throwing out shit they didn't use, or it's a joke.
Well, Will, you're glossing over the vehicle, saying it's just wheelbarrows. How did the wheelbarrow get there, right? Like, because it's in a
They
park.
filled it with pasta and walked it down the walking path and dumped it.
I
right
think
there.
if we
That's
figure
great.
out what kind of vehicle took it, it'll help narrow down where it could it come from. You know what I'm
It
saying?
probably was in the truck bed, and then they were using a shovel to put it into the wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Then they used the wheelbarrow to take it over to the walking path.
I can
and they
get
dumped
behind that.
10 things of pasta on the side of the
Could
path.
it have been someone hosting an Italian dinner party for 1,000 people that got canceled last minute, and then out of frustration, they were like, "Well, I'm going to dump this." This
Feed it
isn't
to the wolves.
this
to
isn't
the
like
raccoons.
like we've been describing. This isn't like a truck flipped on its side and sauce spilled on the highway. Someone hauled, as we've been explaining, 500 pounds of pasta after cooking it into the woods and strategically dumped it by a creek.
This is my biggest problem with it. Jack Severt
Is there a
points
prison
out in
nearby?
YouTube live
Good
chat.
call.
He says, "Is that wheat pasta? Looks more brown than yellow." And I think it is wheat pasta, Jack, which is a fucking travesty.
Someone
it's just
someone was
aged.
disgusted with the wheat pasta. And they
Wheat
like,
pasta is
dumped it.
disgusting.
Well, so the people in the township are saying that there's no bulk pickup, but I don't really see how that applies here.
Yeah, it was a message that we need bulk pickup. What?
Right, bulk
who's
pickups for a fucking couch.
Yeah, who leaves? Yeah, who leaves 500 pounds of pasta at
I
the
think
front
they
at the
accidentally-
front of the curb?
Right.
think
Bulk
we
pick
can
up some shit that your wife is like,
It's
can you get that out of the
old
house?
furniture
And you're like,
or-
yeah, when bulk pickup comes, it's like, do you think
Yes.
there was just a pile of pasta sitting there?
I've never
We
seen
got
it
to
in
the
my
bottom
neighborhood,
of it,
Pat.
I think somebody cooked all that and they were like, "It's fucking wheat pasta. Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
and then they
dump
just
it.
Dumped it.
Restart
Wait.
the cook.
They're like,
Where-
we got to
where
do
is this
500
town?
pounds of real
Old
pasta.
Bridge.
It's
New
like
Jersey.
south of Central. It's like
Middlesex.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it to the internet, a Reddit user thinks they know who did it. They said this looks like the work of Rigatoni. Tony must be stopped. So someone else suggested they have a good reason to believe it was Al Dente.
Yeah, al dente. I knew an al dente would work its way in there.
Someone
somewhere.
recognized a Spanish man fleeing the scene wearing a bow tie. His name, Alfredo, of course. And Nina Jocknowitz, who's running for city council, was one of the first people to like post about this, the pasta scandal on social media. And she blasted the mayor saying, "How dare he not take this giant pasta scene seriously?"
What?
Yeah, like of course she was like,
Well, fucking
he's not
squirrels are
acting.
gonna eat
He's
it.
not
Are you
acting on
serious?
it quick enough. He thinks it's some
It's
kind of
food in the woods.
extremely hilarious joke or something.
Oh, my God.
Jonkowitz, like another Reddit user, wants to see the perpetrators locked up in the New Jersey State Penitentiary.
I think that's where it came from. I think it came from a prison.
Come on.
Yeah,
Right,
Wes,
but-
I think because who else would use wheat
No,
pasta?
no.
Only
It
a
would
fucking
have to come
prison.
from a private business. So because they're saying
Yeah.
A school,
there's no
which is
dumping
like a
there.
prison.
School.
but it's school,
School.
maybe a private school, not a public school.
I
You
like
think
that.
they're leaving it to the janitor, like, and get rid of the pasta. No resources.
Why didn't
do
they,
with it
yeah,
what
but
you want?
Why didn't they put it in like a dumpster though?
Because it's
Well, I
wheat
guess
pasta.
people are
So
saying that
gross,
the
doesn't
dumpsters
even
are full
deserve a
there.
dumpster.
The dumpsters are full.
Put it in the dirt.
Flies.
Okay. I
You guys
guess.
ever eat wheat pasta for fun? Or I mean, like, has anybody ever
I've
eaten
had
it?
it. Not great.
Boy, it's terrible.
Makes you want to drive it out to the creek and throw it by the
Yeah.
creek.
It was 15
disgusting.
loads, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten try
Makes
to
you
eat
want to round up everyone in town that has wheat pasta and all
try to eat a
together.
real
dump
spaghetti
it.
with a real pasta, and then your next bite do one with the wheat pasta. You'll vomit.
I mean, dude, what's
so
that?
much
What's the cost of that? Like a regular
A
box
lot.
of pasta's what 10 ounces, maybe 8 ounces. Like this must have cost someone a pretty penny.
That's the upsetting
Well,
part.
they
Is the
weren't buying
waste
the
of
boxes.
food.
They got it from like a Cisco or something like that. You know.
It's a waste. It's a huge waste.
Wheat
They
pasta
got it-
tastes
they got
like
it in
Who
cardboard.
did this? I'm sure a bunch of birds are going to be happy.
Yeah,
Squirrels,
it's
whatever.
bird
Raccoons will love it.
It's
Yeah.
whoever dumped it was like, this wheat pasta is animal food. It's for
Um,
animals. It's animal grade.
Apparently, pasta's pH levels can fuck with the water that it's laying next to. That's why Nina Jocknowitz thinks this is the straw that'll break the camel's back and get that no good mayor out and her in because he didn't pick up the pasta quick enough. I don't know. Maybe look
You gotta
into
be fucking
maybe
kidding
look
me.
into what Nina was doing Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, really.
Dude,
She's taking this a little too seriously.
If my mayor picked up this pasta, I'd be pissed at him. I'd be like, why don't you just let the fucking raccoons eat it?
Right. Now the animals can't even eat it.
This isn't exact, but this is like a 10-pound box of penne from a wholesaler is $43.99 free shipping. 10-pound box.
Pasta's cheap. Pasta's cheap as hell. And that 10 pounds makes how many pounds of cooked pasta? Like
that's
100 pounds?
That's not a lot. 550 pounds.
I know, but how much dry pasta makes 550 pounds of cooked pasta? That's
good point.
It's probably like
maybe half.
50 half. Okay,
200 pounds maybe.
200 pounds.
This is great critical thinking problem question.
Yeah,
right.
That's a good question because the water adds a bunch of weight in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cooked pasta is so much heavier than dry pasta. I mean, significantly. It could be way more than half of water. Yeah.
Well, it would be like $2,200 if it was the same weight.
1 to 2 ratio, so that it's like 250 pounds of dry pasta. So 7x what Pat said. 7x
$1,500.
25 times what 43 you said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost well over $1,000 wasted. Yeah.
I'm seeing 20 pounds of spaghetti for $15 on this.
See, that sounds more like
you don't want that. This is penne. I'm talking. They had
but a lot of this
is
spaghetti.
You could make 500 pounds of spaghetti for like $5.
Pat, we're talking about wheat spaghetti,
dude.
Okay,
wheat
I'm sorry.
Spaghetti. That's like that.
It looks like there were like SpaghettiOs in there.
Are we sure those aren't Asian noodles?
Well, look at this.
Because there was
this is clearly elbow macaroni.
That's elbow macaroni.
And there's like some ziti's in there.
Yeah, that's elbow macaroni. And doesn't that have a sauce on it? That one?
It looks like Chef Boyardee.
That one looks like it's sauce, which
SpaghettiOs.
That gives it more to the factory. That does make it seem more factory.
Someone dumped 1,000 pounds of SpaghettiOs. Who could it be?
In the SpaghettiO factory just moved to town.
Anyways, we'll get to the bottom of it and let you know.
There you go. All right, guys. It is time for the hold.
It's time for the Hive Five.
Okay, time for the Hive Five. We're gonna go over voicemails. We got some good voicemails, reviews, and one of us is gonna look inward. What do you guys want to start with?
Wes looking inward.
Wes looking inward. Okay. Wes, well, look, I'm on Wes's side in this one, but I gotta say, most electric comments we've ever gotten on a video that was posted about Wes.
About
Nazis,
neo-Nazis, and Satanists, and it is a fucking delight. So you probably heard the story on the show, but the social media cut down that Wes made is slightly different. Here it is, if you didn't see it.
Austin was lucky enough to host the world's largest gathering of Satan followers, the Satan Con 2023, and that party was crashed by even bigger losers, neo-Nazis. That's right, some neo-Nazi fascists decided to crash Satan Con 2023, and if you're trying to decide who a bigger piece of shit is in this scenario, it's 1,000% the neo-Nazis. Satanists, not to defend them, they don't really worship Satan, they don't really want evil, they just don't like your religion. And that really pisses off neo-Nazis because they truly believe that Christianity is the only religion that there is. That God is white, Jesus is white, and the white is the best. That's what neo-Nazis say. And they decided to crash Satan Con because they actually think that they're worshiping Satan in there and doing satanic things. They probably think they have babies on the altar that are being sacrificed. They're eating the babies' livers and stuff. Bottom line is, if I had to pick between hanging out with Satanists and neo-Nazis, I'm going Satanists every single time. Neo-Nazis are pieces of shit. Satanists,
okay. So
really giving it to the Nazis, not at all the Satanists.
I did my research.
By,
okay, so that video did really well in terms of our other videos on Instagram, but it was extremely controversial in the comment section, at least. Wes, do you have any thoughts before we get to some of the comments?
No,
after you've kind of felt the public's opinion on your take,
because there's morons out there that yes, Satanism is weird, but I looked it up. It's all about Satan being the like defiant angel, and it's all about just
Worshipping
like not.
Satan.
No. It's about not worshiping what you're
Worshiping
told
the
to worship.
defiant angel Satan.
No, it's not really about like worshiping.
They're cool
Satan.
guys, is what he's trying to say.
That's what you just said.
They're way
is
cool.
Satan's the
They're way
defiant
cooler than
angel.
neo-Nazis. That's for sure.
I mean, I agree with
okay.
you there, but you're really letting
And
them off the hook
Christians
to
is what you
Satan.
said in the tape.
So West did what a lot of these people did not do, which is he looked under the surface, under the hood of Satanism.
Yeah.
And generally, what he's saying is right. Now, that's not the generally
He took their
perceived.
side over all of Christianity.
Well, no,
No, I
he
took the
wasn't
side over
saying
neo-Nazis.
he wasn't saying Christians. He was saying Satanists are on one side, neo-Nazis who happen to be Christians are on another side. That's what he was saying. And okay,
I can see how some people would take it differently.
no, I mean that's what it was. That's what you intended it to be, right? Wes?
Right, of course, absolutely.
Okay, I thought it was pretty clear, but I
was,
think
but there's morons that didn't get it. So
if you
I
say
get it.
anything related to Christianity, even if you're saying, "Hey, these are neo-Nazis first, Christians second," anyway. Okay, so let's
I know.
let's
They
get
latched
into
onto
the
that.
comments. Okay, guys, this is the Satan Con comment. Broel, really clever name, or Bro 14 says, "I would choose neither. Delete this lol." And let's take it down to Big Nick.
I mean, that's
one.
fair that somebody wouldn't want to hang out with either Satanists
Sure.
or
I think that's the
neo-Nazis.
takeaway.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
that wasn't-
fair one from Bro.
that wasn't the task.
No, you were
had to pick
defending.
one.
No, you didn't.
Why did you have to pick one? Do you feel like
I
you had
said
to be
if I
friends
had
with
to choose-
neo-Nazis or the Satanists?
If I had to choose,
Oh,
I'm
so you
picking
created
neo-Nazis.
the scenario
Yeah, you
where you
created the
had to
scenario.
choose.
Yeah,
Which
You said not to defend Satanists, and then you defended them for like 40 seconds.
look. Here's the deal. I'm going to
better
defend
than
Wes here.
neo-Nazis 1,000%.
I agree.
Exactly.
Of course they are.
Good take.
Of course they're better than neo-Nazis. But you don't have to. You don't have to
Because
have
it's
beers with them
hilarious.
afterwards.
Okay. Also, because look, what the guys are getting at more or less is there's a backlash of people. It's rare we post something that someone actively says "fuck you," unfollow, delete, right? And there was a lot of that on here. But Wes, I think you might have done a good thing. We might be pulling out of that nosedive a little bit because looking at the engagement, it just keeps fucking going. And some of the more vocal people didn't completely get your take. Some people liked your
Some will
take.
come back. Some are coming back. too.
Some are coming back.
Some of those guys are coming back.
Once they do some
Yeah,
research
you
about
win some
Satanism.
back.
Oh yeah, they're going to totally look into Satan.
Wes, it sounds like you're about to join a satanic church. Are you interested?
No, I just think they're way better than neo-Nazis, Will.
I mean, it sounds like by a wide margin. Like, I mean,
Yeah, actually a very wide
are
margin.
you
yeah.
how into it are you?
I agree.
I agree.
You think they're pretty close?
No, Wes,
No.
I think they both
That's
suck
alarming.
ass. It sounds
well.
like you want to go to a satanic church.
No, that's just what you're
Well, we should do a
putting,
poll.
putting in my mouth.
Eric,
Satanists
can we do a
worshiping
poll?
Satan, who we don't know if it is real or not. Like, who cares, right? Satanists worshiping
Well, also,
Satan.
a lot of people were saying that it's not a neo-Nazi group. Did we get
Okay,
that?
so I do want to point that out.
Patriot
Every
Front.
There were
headline called it a neo-Nazi group. So
Look,
that's
there
what we
were
went with.
they're talking
They
about
are.
Patriot Front,
They are.
right?
Yeah,
Who are
right.
if you stacked up on paper what a neo-Nazi was and looked at someone Patriot Front, they're going to be a neo-Nazi. But I think there was also more than the Patriot Front members that showed up to SatanCon potentially.
No, yeah, but we were just talking about Patriot Front.
But in the video, there, I think there was. Maybe I'm wrong.
The Patriot Front group, which they don't look that bad because they just wear khaki and polos. But the Patriot Front group is an official sect from a alt-right group at Unite the Right in Charlottesville, and they're super intense and they're fascists. They're neo-Nazis.
Right.
There's only like
There you go.
50 of them. It's a
Both
small group of
groups
people.
suck ass.
Yeah.
The fact
Strongly
that
tied to
we
Christianity.
sided with the satanics just to me like is like
Again, Wes
I was
said that
like,
both-
so lame. I think
Wes-
both
Wes-
groups
Wes-
suck.
I
Wes said
I
that.
said both sucked. Will you're like with these guys that don't watch the video and then just comment?
I watched the fucking
but he said
just
that.
watched it.
Yeah, but you somehow missed it.
I saw what
Right.
you said. You
And I said they both suck.
You're like,
I said they both suck.
I think Christians.
Oh yeah, I said they're actually kind of cool. That's
Here,
what I
here,
said.
let's take it to the tape.
Yeah,
Let's take
that's
it to
what
the
I
tape.
said. That's
World's
what I
largest
said.
gathering
Back on the
of
tape.
Satan followers, the SatanCon 2023, and that party was crashed by even bigger losers, neo-Nazis. That's right, some neo-Nazi
so good.
fascists decided to crash SatanCon 2023. And if you're trying to decide who a bigger piece of shit is in this scenario, it's 1,000% the neo-Nazis. Satanists, not to defend them, they don't really worship Satan.
But-
They don't really want evil. They just don't like like your religion. And that really pisses off neo-Nazis because they truly believe that Christianity is the only religion that there is. That God is white, Jesus is white, and white is the best. That's what neo-Nazis say. And they decided to crash Satan Con because they actually think that they're worshiping Satan in there and doing satanic things. They probably think they have babies on the altar that are being sacrificed. They're eating the babies' livers and stuff. Bottom line is, if I had to pick between hanging out with Satanists and neo-Nazis, I'm going Satanists every single time. Neo-Nazis.
Okay, that's the take.
I mean, it was pretty complimentary to the Satanists.
Yes.
I said,
Here
I
is
did
not
say they're both
complimentary.
losers.
It was.
No,
It wasn't. What
Here's
was
where I think-
complimentary?
Yeah, what was
specifically?
complimentary?
What
That
language was complimentary?
that they're better than neo-Nazis?
For a minute. And then
No, what language was complimentary specifically?
Yeah.
they don't
He
do
can't tell you.
Satan stuff at Satan Con was one of the things you said also.
That's not a compliment.
No, that's just truth.
Okay, they don't do anything satanic at Satan Con?
There's reports of them like ripping up
they're doing anything
Bibles and
illegal
stuff.
in there.
They're attacking Christianity is the point, which I am not really into. So,
Which
but
was
playing,
neither am I as
playing
well.
devil's advocate, which is a pun. Christians look at that video and they're basically equating. I know you're saying that the neo-Nazis are Christians and that they're bad, but they're also hearing Christianity's bad when they're watching that.
Sure,
video.
I can see that they saw that, but they missed the
I
point.
think that's the takeaway. It's like a lot of people that were Christians saw that video and were like, "What's he
Those people are
saying?"
also racists.
What? All Christians are racist now? All right.
No, the people that have a problem with me saying neo-Nazis are terrible, like you apparently.
Because I don't like your video about Satanists being awesome. I'm a racist now.
Well,
that's not what he said.
That's what I said. I said Satanists are awesome.
This is.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
No, I didn't.
At what point did?
Will's,
Okay,
Will's creating a straw man, which is what he loves to do.
I will say this.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
dude,
you
I
are.
disagree with your take. I think both of them suck equally. I hate them
I
both.
said they both suck. Okay,
You
so you think
said, but one's way
you
better
said-
than
you-
the other.
if I had to
do you
choose,
think do you think Satanists are and neo-Nazis are on the same exact level of shittiness?
Suck ass. Yes.
Answer the question.
Neo-Nazis are way worse.
Thank you,
They
Mark.
both suck ass. I don't want to be.
Will seems to think that neo-Nazis and Satanists are just as equally
suck.
bad.
Yes, equally suck.
Okay, well that's terrible.
Oh, I'm totally wrong. That makes me a bigot.
Yeah,
doesn't it,
you
Wes?
are.
That makes
That's
me
a little bit racist.
Because I think
It's a little bit racist.
Oh no!
It's a little bit racist.
Asshole. How do you say that? How can you possibly say that with a straight
It's
face?
a little bit racist.
You think I'm
It's a little bit
racist
racist.
because I think they both suck equally? You are
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
I think there's a
should've
clear
gone with
winner
this
of who
at the end.
sucks worse.
Pat, I changed my mind. I want
Hey,
to.
so I will say
at the
this.
end of the
You're
show.
fucking
I will
crazy.
say this.
I think there's a clear winner of who's worse.
Wes, you yesterday you said that saying the word "made" was racial, and I'm the racist.
I do jokes. You're actually serious right now.
All right, I'm calling timeout. I'm calling timeout. So there's a timeout. This is my segment. It's timeout. Okay. I will say this. There's one other point of misconstruation, which is Wes is saying, and in certain contexts, he's saying they're not doing the caricature of what Satanists do in the movies, which is eating babies. And what Will is saying is, well, theoretically, Satanists being Satanists is them doing satanic things. However, that's in the view of you believing something about Satan.
Satanic people and neo-Nazis both suck. That's my only point.
Okay, well, Satan's not real, so calm down.
Okay. All right, so let's go to comments.
Wes, that's just because you hate religion. So you just like love the Satanists because you also like to bust on Christianity. So
I
didn't say love the Satanists.
I don't love the Satanists. Why do you keep saying that?
dude, not to defend them, but
likes
you
them.
do love the Satanists.
No,
Hold
I
on,
don't.
guys.
Absolutely not.
What we did here was we created controversy, which was the whole point, which is great. So let's watch how it played out on the internet. Okay. Right. Okay.
Will's burner. No, I'm just,
Yeah.
Wes is
but
calling
like-
me a racist on the show.
Christian Will here.
Look, this is a really interesting experiment. It's an interesting experiment. Okay, because we have someone having a take it in real life, and then someone having to take it on the internet. Okay, so BM Realtor says delete you, and then we get to Big
delete
Nick.
you to Wes.
Delete you.
Delete you.
So Big Nick 1111. He's really the star of this comic screenshot. Said, "I'm not a Nazis, but I will say this: no one else is standing up to the Satanists. I heard what this man said. He denied Jesus and accepted the devil.
There's a lot of Christians
Your
that didn't
soul
like that video.
is lost.
No, Christians hate it. I understand.
He is going to hell.
Look at the will.
He's going to hell. Yeah. So that's what Big Nick thinks.
Yeah,
Let's see
I
what Big
prefer
Nick
Christians over satanic people too.
continued on with. Yeah, Big Nick
But
was responding back.
Will's not racist at all. Never has been.
I know
Get that out there.
But he's making shit up, so I'm going to make up shit too. So, it's just the way it goes.
Guys, Big Nick has more to say. So Roastmaster Ron responds to Big Nick 1111. He says, "Yeah, if you ignore all the racist stuff, they're not bad guys." Talking about the Nazis. There you go. Or the neo-Nazis. I mean,
Or the
Satanists.
Satanics.
Yeah.
They fucking hate all Christians. They
Okay,
want
hold
all
on. Here's the coup de grace of Big Nick's.
I mean,
Big
they're
Nick's
both
comment.
bigoted groups. I don't understand why one's better than the other.
Hold on.
Because one does a lot more bad things to people than the other. That's why.
They both wish for people to suffer as their main
One
goal.
hangs black people, shoots black people.
The other one hopes all
persecutes
Christians
them.
suffer. And
I think
I don't see them out there hanging Christians.
I think we need to pop the hood
There's
on
never been a
Satanism.
satanic attack on a Christian.
Oh, come
on a
on.
Christian
So now you're defending neo-Nazis. It's weird.
I'm not, Wes. I'm saying they both suck, and you keep picking the satanist side.
Can we hear from Big Nick?
That's the
Big
bottom
Nick.
line.
One, we have to. No, yeah, let's
Can we hear from Big Nick, please? Big Nick is responding to the previous comment. Says, "Yes, that is true, but there is no one more racist than the Democrats, liberals, feminists, transgenders, or Black Lives Matters. Try to have a conversation with them, and you will quickly find out they have no idea what everyone has done wrong. But if you're white and straight, married, and have a job, against child sex trafficking or underage sex, married in there twice, Republic or a Christian, they hate you and they will murder you, be violent. Democrats are Satanists, and they're trying to normalize it." That was a take, Nick. That was a real take, but it continues.
He's
guys,
not done.
well,
Whoa,
no,
no,
this is a take from Hawaiian Water Movement, and it's 1,500 words.
Time out. I love it. I'm not sure if this is a business, but I love it when people leave like these incredibly charged messages, and it's like their handles like I sell like a donut shop.
Right, exactly. They don't know if they're commenting from their donut shop. Okay, next one, guys. Ripper _1982 says, "This is some bad journalism."
I respond
And
to that guy.
well, here, let Wes get in the mix. So T-Dick29, who, if you want to know a little bit about T-Dick is Terry Dickerson.
He's a Christian.
In his bio is faith, family, freedom with the gun emoji, grace alone. Although throughout faith alone is I don't know. Galatians 5:22.
Anyone with this description as their bio is
gonna
not
hate
gonna
that
like
video,
that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna like that video, and guess what happened? He didn't like the video. T-Dick29 says, "You are so wrong. Unfollow." And Wes got in there. Wes dropped right in the
called
chat.
him a racist for unfollowing.
So Wes says,
Oh my God.
Wes says at T-Dick29 seems kind of racist.
Everybody that doesn't like the videos are racist. It's amazing.
Let's see ya.
No, everyone that thinks that neo-Nazis aren't the worst. That's what. Like Will.
This is where we got
Will.
to. Yes. Okay.
All right, hold on.
Are you listening, Will?
T-Dick29 responds back, says, at Hard Factor West, "It's just bad reporting. Quote, unquote, neo-Nazis don't protest a Satanist convention." And then he's doing the cry laugh emoji. Wes responds back, at T-Dick29, "Look it up, you dolt." T-Dick29 comes back, at Hard Factor West, "I assume you also believe January 6th was an attack by MAGA supporters? That's
Oh
what
my
Britannica
God.
says. Look it up."
Those
And
all
Wes-
FBI people, right? Not a
Wes
Saudi.
says,
Now it's getting deep.
"Oh, you're one of those guys. Okay, nut job. Enjoy 4chan tonight."
The reason I said racist is because I assume he was saying
Robert,
I was
no
wrong.
wonder why Wes was so calm during that back and forth with Will. He had already had the same interaction.
Yeah, Wes knew his arguments.
Racist for disagreeing with the
Wes knew his points.
No, the racist part is saying that I'm wrong for thinking that neo-Nazis are worse than Satanists.
That's not what he
why I
was
think
saying. He was saying neo-Nazis weren't protesting the event. You're
I know, but I didn't
People
know
are saying
that.
different things. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Everyone that's
I
disagreeing
thought he
with
was
the
saying I was
video-
wrong because the neo-Nazis.
Not everyone
aren't
came
the
up with
worst
the
part.
same scenario as you, as you had to choose
I know.
one. Yeah,
It's like the blue
right,
dress.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
It's like
That's
the
why
blue
it's
dress.
my video.
right.
All right, next one, guys. Nils Clan said, "You'd rather be with Satanists, both those groups are against God. This page has become a joke. Bye. And to Nils Clan, I say, what was it before, Nils Clan?
Well, I understand his point on the both of those are bad things, but come on, Nils Clan.
I said both are losers.
Come on, Nils Clan.
I did say
Come
both
on
are
back.
losers.
Come on back. Nils
He
Clan.
said, but I don't care if Nils Clan comes back or not. But yeah, they're both losers. Anyway, we'll see how the engagement continues to go on that one, and we'll keep you updated.
I stand by my video 1,000%.
Well, there you have it. Free speech, man. It's what this
You're
country's.
racist if you don't agree.
It's what this country's.
No, do you think neo-Nazis are on the same level?
If you think they both suck,
Satanists.
that's racism.
Let's
No,
put a
that's
poll up. Let's put a poll
not
up,
the same.
Eric, for the show.
That's not what you said.
You
That's
have
what I
to pick
said.
one.
Which is worse? Yeah, which is worse?
Which one's
Well,
worse?
obviously, the Nazis will be worse.
Yeah, Nazis
Then-
are worse.
then-
That's what I said in the video. Yeah, that's what I said in the
100%.
video.
No,
100%.
Wes. You went way beyond
Yeah.
that. You defended the Satanists and how great they are because the Nazis are obviously worse. You went way beyond that. And that's why people.
I
are
didn't
mad.
say that. I didn't say that. I never say they were great.
Well, in the poll, you can
kind
say. I say in the
kinda.
poll. I think in the poll you should have.
really.
You
Didn't
shouldn't
really
have
say
just which one's worse. It should be.
What video you're watching?
It should be like. It should be options. It should be like, are Nazis? Nazis are way worse. Nazis are a little bit worse.
Yeah,
Nazis
Right.
are. Yeah, you have to do levels, right? You have to do different levels. How
What Will
far?
believes they're the same
They both suck. Should be one option. Just that.
equally.
They both
I
suck.
feel like Will. I feel like Will. I really feel like you got to read about what a Satanist is. I really
you
feel like
do.
you do because you.
I don't want to read
think,
about what a fucking Satanist is.
But like this is
Fuck
why the
that shit.
Satanic
They
Panic
wanna
happened
fuck with-
in
they
the
wanna
late
fuck
'80s.
with my church. They want to fuck with my church.
don't.
And all the people I love. They do.
No, they
Pat.
don't. They don't want you
don't.
fucking with them.
No,
They don't.
I don't
There's a
fuck
difference.
with the Satanists. They want to fuck with me. I'm not fucking with them.
How are
I'm
they
not
fucking
leading
with
that
you?
Dude, you
How are
go
they
to
fucking with
Satanist
you?
church, Wes.
By
I'm
going
not
against
I'm
you?
Not, I'm not asking
I'll
you.
go.
You're asking me, Wes, you a recruiter for the Satanist church now? What's going
No,
on?
just
Ask
saying.
Wes. You guys big Satanist
Let's
guys
see
now?
that. Let's see that Satan
Nope.
tattoo, Wes.
Wouldn't it be hilarious though if we did find out that Wes is going to a Satanist church
Secretly,
yeah.
every Saturday?
I know where it
don't
is in Austin. We did a
Yeah.
story on it.
I bet
Go
you
on,
do,
dude.
motherfucker. I'm
course
sure
you
you
do.
do. I know you do.
Let's see that cross around your neck, Will. Pull it out like the My Pillow guy.
I don't wear one, but I'm not satanic.
Oh no.
All right, guys. Here's quick 5 things you don't know about Satanists. They're not devil worshippers. They're okay with
but why
celebrating
do they call
Christmas.
themselves satanic?
That's nice.
It's some symbolism of the devil of like what is it? It's like
Worship the devil, but we don't worship the devil.
no. It's the angel of like he just didn't go with the norm. Basically, he's like
So we
that's what it's all
worship the
about.
devil, but we don't worship.
No,
the
they don't
devil.
worship Satan. That's not what it's all
Satanism.
about. Look
Right.
it up, dude. Just
It's a
look it
different
up.
thing. All right, let's get to comments. All right, 5-star review comments.
Educate
guys.
yourself.
Apple Podcasts,
About Satanism. Otherwise, you're racist.
Educate yourself, Will.
but be careful when you do because that's how they get you in. Anyway, okay, 5-star reviews, comments. If you're new to the show and listening on Apple Podcasts, please do this right now. It's super easy. I'm gonna find my phone so I can do it along with you. Open your podcast app.
Nice.
Search Hard Factor. There's a couple other fun podcasts that have similar names, like Hard or Soft Podcast, Hard Fork, but Hard Factor. We're number 2 in the Hard apps, which is pretty good if you ask me. And then you're going to scroll to the bottom, scroll on down there, past the episodes that you see in the feed, and you're going to see, oh, what is that? Ratings and reviews. And you're going to see a little button that says write a review, and that's what you're going to do. If you give 5 stars, we'll read it on the show, as long as it's not racist, hateful, or satanic. First one is
We
from.
can add satanic. That's fine.
This is from Jay Cohen, Team Wales, 5 stars. Starting to wonder multiple things. 1, how can we be sure it's actually you guys, sorry for the pronoun, and not AI? You all speak into microphones, seems fishy. 2, why is this show not syndicated to Wales? Seems like you're missing at least one target audience. 3,
Good point.
how is ChatGPT getting you out of Facebook jail? A lot of
How are
questions.
we not syndicated to Wales?
Well, whales do listen to sounds and stuff. We should be sending our podcast into the ocean. I agree. We should be
Sonar.
We should be sonaring our podcast
you have
directly
whales
to the
under
ocean.
the ocean. Oh,
Yeah.
We do need to crack into that first.
Absolutely.
We'll just have to we might have to high pitch ourselves though. Like
Thank you, Steven.
I know those noises are
What do
high
they
pitched.
want? Separation of church and state.
They do. Yeah.
Satanics. So the devil wants separation of church and state.
I'll tell you what.
The devil.
I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do, guys.
Misunderstood of the devil. I'm actually a pretty cool guy.
It makes a lot of sense, guys.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Come on, hang out with me.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys.
Will, look at this comment from Jack. There we go. There.
I don't give a fuck what Jack said.
All right, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn this into something positive.
That makes sense, though. Christians believe in Satan, of course.
Yeah.
What's up, Pat?
We're gonna turn this into something positive. If you're not a member of our Patreon, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/hardfactor. It's a way to support the show and get bonus content, including Florida Man Friday, which is a bonus episode just dealing with Florida men and the news around them every Friday, and also the Hive Hour, which is a chat like this, just the boys kicking it around on different subjects. But if you join the Patreon, you'll get to listen to.
Next time Will's off, we're doing an hour on Satanism.
No. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna host a debate, not a debate, but a conversation about it. Okay. And Will has to do a deep dive into Satanism, and then Will can choose what Wes is to deep dive into.
Not doing the deep dive into Satanism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh. All right. Cool. All right.
There you have it.
Dirty D says 5 stars. Yes, please.
Sorry, guys. Won't study up on my Satanism. No, it makes me racist, but
just read them. Okay. These guys make me laugh so hard, and I get to enjoy even the sad news with a smile. Thank you, Dirty D.
Go.
Next one. T Casper 15 says 5 stars. Only news I need. The news, but less upsetting and without as many agendas. Well,
fair enough.
And then,
except for hating Christianity.
Besides the proliferation of Satan.
He said without as many. He didn't say without any.
Yeah.
Without any. Yeah, there's some.
Yeah. He said without as many.
Ronsky 1027 says 5 stars. Nice. Excellent pod, lads. Just wanted to wish my buddy Herbie a happy birthday. HBD Herbie VERSEMELLS.
What a name. What a last name.
Herbie smells. No,
Herbie smells. It's a
Herbeaver smells. Yeah.
Herbeaver
smells.
My brain didn't put it together, but I knew I was being set up, so I'm gonna just spell this last one here. I don't know if our symbolist checked it for racism. It wasn't.
I was hoping that it would get you.
Thank God.
Herbie's an awesome name.
Herbeaver smells. Herbeaver smells. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's get into voicemails. If you want to leave us a voicemail, ask a question on the show, start a discussion. 512-270-1480. I believe that's it. Did I nail it? Did I get it?
Yeah.
270-1480.
You did.
Yeah. 3 years we've had that number, and I'm getting it every time now. Let's get right into it.
Calling from California. So I know I do get political, but dude, I'm re-registering right now. I'm re-registering from a Republican. I'm gonna re-register as a Democrat just so I can vote for another fucking Kennedy voice. RFK Jr. is gonna be the guy, man. I know Mark doesn't like his voice, and it's because of the issue was he had an allergic
how Mark's always
to a vaccine that happened. But come on, guys, come on, we need another fucking Kennedy. We've had a bunch of shitty presidents a lot lately. Let's get fucking Kennedy back in there, and let's fucking finish out what his uncle was trying to do. Come on, guys. Let's fucking do it. Come on. You guys gotta get behind the Kennedys. Love you guys, and have a great fucking day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a couple corrections we need to make from that voicemail. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah. I hope he didn't really re-register because California has ranked choice primary voting, so he doesn't need to re-register to vote for RFK Jr. first.
Well, there you go. You learn some every day on the
go ahead and do it whenever
on this show. I didn't know that. I think look, you think Colin's actually going to do whatever paperwork required to re-register? No, he's just saying it. Okay, but I do want to point a couple things out to you, Colin, and the listeners. RFK did not develop a voice disorder from a allergic reaction to a vaccine, but we're going to get into that.
Eating too much pussy.
It was eating too much pussy, like Michael Douglas.
Yeah,
Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
No, he has a disorder. He has a disorder. I forget the name of it, but it causes muscle spasms or loss of muscle tightness. That's why he sounds like that. He's tough to listen to.
He's saying he developed that from the vaccine, which is.
So we're going to get to that in just a second. I also want to point out, Colin.
Probably not true.
It wasn't just his uncle who was trying to do something great for this country. It was also his father, who was assassinated ahead of his presidential run. But
he's got never get elected syndrome.
He's not debating. He's not debating Joe Biden, as we heard. He is polling well, And the criticisms about Kennedy Jr. are that he's not anti-vax, by the way, but he questions vaccines of all kinds.
I would say lying about your disorder and blaming on the vaccine is anti-vax in my book.
No, that's just how Colin processed the information.
No, that's what he said. He said he got it from a vaccine. Colin's not making that up. That's what RFK is saying.
What?
He said he got the voice thing from the current vaccines or like a really old vaccine?
No, from an older vaccine.
Yeah, really
not based on the research I did, but I could be wrong.
Oh, really? I thought I've heard. Yeah, it was. I heard him blaming it on a vaccine. Not COVID.
I could be wrong, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure. It was something unrelated. But look it up. Look, ChatGPT didn't know. I ran it by them, and then I corrected that motherfucker. It feels so good to correct ChatGPT. By the way, it feels so good. Just get in there, ask it a question. Something you know, but it might not know, and then correct that motherfucker. And then ask it to call you daddy. That's what I do. Next voicemail.
Hey, fellas. Gorman, long-time listener, first-time caller. A question for you guys. So I think at least one of you worked in Big Four land at one point. I currently am also someone in their 20s who wants money and has no actual skills. Looking at a potential layoff coming. So any suggestions? Keep the morale up. Any ideas of how I can make money on the side? I am a 5'6", obese, short Irishman. So give me your ideas, and have a great fucking day.
OnlyFans for sure with that description.
Right. If you're curious what he looks like, this is what ChatGPT or Midjourney registered for obese Irish accountant right there. And if you guys don't know,
say Big Four land?
The Big Four, it's the big consulting firm. So Ernst & Young, Deloitte and Touche, Anderson, and whatever the other one is. So none of us worked in there, but a couple of the guys worked corporate gigs, not for the Big Four specifically.
I didn't, but I worked with a billion people who worked. We were a primary competitor for the Big Four.
So the big question here, guys, is this. Is it worth it for this 20-something man to go and chase the dollar at the Big Four, at a Big Four style company, or he didn't give us another option?
No, he didn't give us any information about what his hopes and dreams are.
What else should he do with the three?
I think he's an accountant, so I think he's implying he's going to get laid off due to AI, because most accountants are. And so I would say that, if you want to chase a consultant role at a big time contractor, it's going to be hell for you. And you know the kind of dedication you're going to have to put in to make that shit happen. On the side, OnlyFans for sure with that body type.
Yeah, OnlyFans, huge niche that you'll get some high dollar clients. And also, we need people in the robot revolution. So if you can think of some way to get paid to, talk shit about AI,
we need suicide bombers.
Yeah, I don't want you to, hurt yourself, but we need people to start getting paid to take down AI or talk shit about AI, humans to get paid for that. So start brainstorming on that. It's
that kind of attitude that's going to let the robots win, Mark. I understand, but
we need to make money and then what? We're not going to suicide bomb. We don't.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Say that now, but just keep it as an option.
What is the real advice from the government going to be when AI lays off tons of jobs?
Learn how to camp permanently.
Right.
Whoops. I guess now you're going to find out we really don't care about you.
This
is awkward.
Yeah.
Hope you have a farm. Bye.
Yeah.
It would have helped if he would have told us how big his cock was.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point, Wes.
True. OnlyFans is tough because you don't know that information.
I would have thought a lot more things he could have done.
But honestly,
small
these
cocks
days
doesn't market too.
These days, I feel exactly. Every size cock could figure something out in there.
Remember Michelangelo? That's making little cocks are making a comeback.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah. That's true. I want to point out Midjourney generating just from the word obese, an accountant, and 5'6". This is what they put. They put a 425-pound man
6'2"
together,
500 pounds.
I mean, yeah, dude.
His waist is right at that desk.
I didn't say morbidly obese. I mean, how many? He'd have to have 2 buckets to stand on. There's no doubt about that.
That guy's 500 pounds.
Now that's a niche, Yeah.
That's where Midjourney went.
That's gainable right there. Yeah, you can eat. If you look like that, do an OnlyFans where you eat a lot of food and shirtless and rest the food on your belly while you're
try to fuck someone.
Or try to fuck someone.
Yeah, you could get in on Gainer Bull's scene if you
just watch this guy just try to fuck someone.
just trying to figure out the logistics.
Yeah.
And then give up
this time.
Dude, comically fat dudes definitely have a niche in porn if they can do porn.
Yeah.
These videos are very popular in the engineering community for some reason. Trying to figure out how to bang. All right, next one.
Because it's like a stud.
Hard Factor Boys, Dallas Dave. We'll keep it brief for you, Pat. FUCKEDAGAIN, Leeds United is in trouble again. But we're not dead yet. We got Big Sam in town. He's got $500,000 to coach us for 4 games. He gets an extra $2.5 million if he keeps us up. That sounds like a big guy that 4 of you can get behind. Let's go. Earn those stripes, Lead fan boys. Keep the faith. HAGFD and MOT.
We got a new manager.
Yeah, again, they fired it because the new guy sucked too.
The American guy got fired.
Yeah. No, well, he was fired long ago, Mark, and then they fired another guy after him. They can't. And now the 4 games they have left are after getting beaten 4-1 by Bournemouth most recently. Now they have Man City, Newcastle, who's really good this year, West Ham, and then Tottenham. So those are the last 4 games remaining, and
we got to win at least one and tie one of those. Otherwise,
it's looking like we're getting relegated. But as I said to our Leeds listeners, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna swap to Inter Milan because I can't guarantee that I would
Come
ever
on down.
watch a Leeds
Come on
game
down a league.
the lower level. You can't see it on TV.
You just got to buy some other channels.
There's
some different channels.
I googled Leeds got a new manager, and Google popped up Sam Aladarsi, and then it's one sentence under his name, and it says Aladarsi's last coaching role was at West Brom in 2020 to 2021 when he failed to keep the team in the Premier League.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, so they brought in the guy.
Look, he's not the best, but he does have experience
at relegation.
So
he's been there before.
It's tough for Leeds. I mean, this is I hope they pull it through. I hope because like last season they did like a last game goal to make it through back into the Premier League again. But
it sounds like they brought this guy in because he's an expert at dealing with the stress of getting relegated. He can talk to the lads about not jumping ship, and
he's like a layoff expert.
Yeah, he's like a layoff. He's like the guy from Up in the Air, like George Clooney. Like
I think he's
in there because they're obviously getting relegated.
Yeah,
there you go. Well, we'll see in the lower leagues where we're dominant.
Well,
hey boys, it's Tony from PA. So I was in a 2.5-year relationship from 2019 until 2022. She broke up with me the day before my internship started with my current job, actually. Fun fact. But anyways, she started dating her male best friend that she told me not to worry about. Long story short, I still kind of fucked up about that. Whatever. Going through that. But I recently saw her on Tinder. So should I hit her up? Have a great fucking weekend, boys. Love you.
No.
So she's doing
Thoughts,
it again.
man. No.
Oh, Bismarck was right again.
I mean, like, look.
Tony doesn't seem like me, probably the kind of guy that can't catch feelings if he's fucking someone. So it's not worth it, Tony. Because if you fuck her,
can't not catch feelings.
Yeah, can't not catch feelings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, Tony.
Yeah, unless it's a revenge thing, Tony. That's the last thing you would ever want to do, unless you've lost 30 pounds and have a 6-pack now and want to do the revenge and then walk away. You don't want to go begging back to her, bud.
Does that sound like a guy that's going to walk away?
Many fish in the sea.
No.
No. Please don't, Tony.
Just delete her from every possible social media that you can, and try to if you can. I don't know. I got taken like right when the dating app was going on, so I never really got on a dating app. But I'm sure with technology they have a way you can block individual people in the app. I suggest blocking her on that app.
Yeah,
you just swipe no, and you'll never see her again, right?
We'll do something like that.
Here's what I would do, Tony. First of all, do not engage on Tinder at all whatsoever. If you do engage in a different way,
because you already have her phone number. It's the craziest thing to engage on Tinder.
Right,
you already got. Don't do that.
Here's what I would do. I would, and you can't be a Wes here. If you're a Wes, this isn't going to work. But you got to dig deep inside yourself to figure out a way to have some cash sex with this lady a couple times and get the F out of there. Make it about you. Okay, it's about you.
Get yours, Tone. Get yours. Get it back. And then find your groove and then get out there. Unless you really care about her. But then just stay away.
That's what this is about for Tony, guys.
Stay away, Tony.
This is what this is about for Tony.
Tony's sex with someone else, Tony.
Tony's sitting there saying he's not feeling great about himself. He's still broke up about the situation.
He's losing a bunch of weight.
I know he is. I know he is. But it's a mental block. So he's looking to figure out what.
It's never going to get better if you're stuck on this. Seems like a bad person type.
Unless she's the one. but it doesn't seem like it's
she's
just
lied to you about
your
the
birthday,
she lied to you about the friend. She broke up with
Yeah.
you an important part of your life when you needed her there because you're getting a new job, and she's not doesn't seem like a nice person. I would not get back with her. Yeah, she wasn't nice to you in the past. She's not gonna be nice to you in the future. I would block her and move on and find someone that's right for you.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't send her the 1,000 notes that you've written to her.
No, keep the notes.
Don't
Get
do
rid of
that.
the notes. Honestly.
all the drafts.
Yeah.
Burn those drafts, Tony.
As a guy that's got notes out there, Tony, I'll tell you what.
Destroy the notes, Tony.
There's nothing worse, especially if she works in whatever industry you're in, because as you like develop your career a little bit, you just know that she's got those notes somewhere. You know what I mean? Or like if you have to like contact her friends for any reason professionally, and then you just got those notes at home. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I talked to so and so, Tony, on the phone today."
3
and
years.
Like, oh, Tony,
She
with
already
the
knows
notes?
too much.
Maybe the best points brought up by Tiller.
Burn the house down. Get her out of there, but burn the house
She
down.
can see you on the app too, so she could reach out. If you reach out to her after all that,
Dude,
not a good idea.
When you have somebody's phone number and you hit them up through Tinder, that is you're never.
He might not have been saying that well. He might
have been joking.
He might
too.
not have been saying that well.
He has
He
her
might have
phone
just said Tinder was what told me
He knows she's
single.
available.
That's what he said. Yeah,
He knows she's available.
Yeah. That's true.
Right.
True.
I hear that, but I'm
Don't
saying
go
like,
after her, Tony.
yeah, don't swipe left or whatever it is. I
And
don't
if you
even know how to
marry
use
her,
the app.
congratulations.
Well, real quick, I've never been in a situation before where a lady I've been dating has a male friend that I've been concerned about. Have you guys ever been in that situation before?
No.
What a fucking snaky thing to do, to bring it up directly with your partner. Like, hey, I'm a little bit worried about this situation over here. And her being like, don't worry about it. And then absolutely.
Most
you're right
straight
to worry
male
about
best
it.
friends are, a problem.
Yeah. I like to see blood work to make sure they're related. That's how I don't worry. If they're cousins and they can prove it to me, 23andMe ancestry, then I'm not worried. But otherwise, be suspicious.
That's not a male friend. That's a cousin.
There you go. Let's. I think that we got the results of the poll, Eric. Is that correct? You got the results of the poll.
Oh, neo-Nazis are way worse. Okay, a little worse.
Okay, so
a little worse.
You didn't say they both suck. How come that wasn't an option? I said
Which
that
one
had to be an option.
The poll was which one's worse, neo-Nazis or Satanists? Right now, neo-Nazis are way worse.
It's a legitimate.
Which,
it's
look,
illegitimate. I asked for a specific one.
On the same level.
68% says way worse.
I said they both suck.
Neo-Nazis are a little worse.
Equally.
No,
someone's
that's not what I
adjusting
said.
votes as we
I
go.
said they both suck.
Oh, I thought I gave you a choice to pick one that was worse.
No,
and you
I
said
didn't.
they're
I said
both
they both
equally.
suck.
Oh.
And then you called me a
We'll run back
racist.
the tape. We'll run back the tape.
We got tape.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
said they both suck, and then you said
Next
Yeah,
voicemail.
you know what we should know?
Hey,
Time
guys.
out. Before you do another voicemail, we should clip this down and then post it on Instagram. And then just,
that would really
round two.
That's actually a great idea, Mark.
Yeah, just bring
the
the,
worst
same
idea of
people
all
back. Yeah,
No, it's a fantastic idea. I'll tell you why.
It's the dumbest fucking thing ever.
It's smart.
there'll be another bunch of
That's why it's a
unfollows
joke.
again.
That's why
Yeah,
Mark made a
I was
funny
jo- I
joke.
was
Because it's the
joking.
stupidest idea of all time.
Well, hold on. I understand why you might think that, but I think producer Eric might have known something when he was cutting this video down because it's doing really fantastically
Yeah,
well.
but we lost like 150 followers.
We lost so many followers.
Yeah.
We've lost more followers than we ever have from that.
No, the
No,
gun
we
stuff.
haven't.
Gun stuff was the worst. The gun stuff was way worse.
Political stuff gets.
Religion second. Gun.
Yeah, guns. Oh,
Gun-
yeah, going
gun
after
videos
guns.
first.
So all going after guns and then going after Christians.
God. The G's.
We lost
God
100
and guns.
people. Oh no.
Going after God and guns does not go well on Instagram.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I think, we'll see.
I
We'll see how
looked
this
at,
one
I looked
performs.
at the followers before and after. We didn't lose that many people.
He has like 75 or 100. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
75 idiots. Am I right?
Yeah.
No.
No, you got to shake out some people. I get it, but I was joking about
They'll be
going
back.
right back to the hornet's nest. That was
Yeah, they need it. They're going to be like Tony and the
All right,
ex-girlfalls.
it was an obvious,
Yeah.
hilarious joke. I thought that was clear.
Oh,
Also,
I'm sorry.
Pat. Hey guys, it's Xavier. Also, Pat, it's not Javier, it's Xavier. The white people version is Xavier. So Anyways, I called last week about the cows, thinking about how many different descendants of the same bloodline we've eaten. Did not think about it as how many cows per patty. That's an interesting way of looking at it too. Also, I actually do hunt as of this year is my first year doing it. But I've only gotten one squirrel so far. But I'm not worried about that. Sorry to disappoint, but I don't do any drugs. I'm high on life and
no
autism.
drugs because he was.
So
yeah, we thought he
I
was
can't give you any of that, but just like, I don't know, think about random things, I guess, is how I think of these things. Anyways, this is a little bit longer than I was expecting, so have a great fucking day.
Believe it or not, under a minute. Okay, I got something for you, Javier.
No.
That's
not his name. That's not his name.
Xavier, I got something for you. I went and I polled, so to speak, I think 12 or 15 voices from different AI-generated text-to-speech models, all different dialects of English, and this was the result.
Xavier.
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 Javier.
Xavier.
It's pronounced Xavier.
If I absolutely had to, Xavier.
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 Xavier. The most tremendous pronunciation, which is the one I do, Xavier.
That sounds like Trump.
That was Trump. That was Trump. Did you hear the one politically correct AI that's like, if I absolutely have to make a judgment on this?
Oh, so who's the winner?
Only one.
So you're saying
only
that
one
he
got
pronounces
close.
his name wrong?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I mean, it was just pretty intense. He came at me pretty hard there. I've never heard the pronunciation.
Google, this is the problem with Google pronunciation, because we get busted on pronunciation all the time. And a lot of times I'll run something through Google pronunciation and then I'll phonetically spell it out in the document I'm reading off of, and it's just wrong. Like because the pronunciation is up to interpretation of the AI as well, and of like the Google thing. So yeah.
Wait, Eric's got the poll up again.
Oh no. Yeah. Now it's 92% neo-Nazis are way worse than this.
Oh, nice. Look, 8%, baby.
There you go. You got it. 8%.
Yeah, I mean, way worse being on there. I'd probably choose that myself too if I was picking up.
Well, I was gonna take umbrage with
Wes,
Eric's
in the video
surveying skills.
No, your video is totally
exactly what I
different
chose in the video.
No, your video is totally different than that.
I know what Wes was trying to do in the video, and I agree with what he's saying. I don't think he needed to go so light on the Satanists, and I think that he pissed off Christians. That's what happened.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
I can agree with that.
Correct. Yeah, I can tell you you're absolutely correct.
I didn't go hard enough on the Satanists. I will say that, but I still say that neo-Nazis 1,000%.
But you'd much rather chill with them. That was I get it.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Last time.
Houston was lucky enough to host the world's largest gathering of Satan followers, the SatanCon 2023, and that party was crashed by even bigger losers, neo-Nazis. That's losers. Right, some neo-Nazi fascists decided to crash SatanCon 2023, and if you're trying to decide who a bigger piece of shit is in this scenario, it's 1,000% the neo-Nazis. Satanists, not to defend them, they don't really worship Satan, they don't really want evil, they just don't like your religion. And that really pisses off neo-Nazis because they truly believe that Christianity is the only religion.
They're
that there
equally
is.
bad.
God is white. Jesus is white.
This Jesus imagery really got us into hot water.
Jesus is white.
Because they actually think that they're worshiping Satan in there and doing satanic things. They probably think they have babies on the altar that are being sacrificed. They're eating the babies' livers and stuff. Bottom line is, if I had to pick between hanging out with Satanists and neo-Nazis, I'm going Satanists every single time.
There you go.
There you go.
Blue dress. Well, I forget what the other color was because I saw it.
Will would rather hang out with neo-Nazis.
No, that's not. No.
All right, I'm calling it. That's the end of the show. That's a bait.
Wes loves calling every argument a straw man argument. Then he calls you a racist if you disagree.
But
with him.
Will, we
could call me a Satanist.
Straw man
you
argument.
called me a Satanist first, you dumbass.
Will,
I was just playing your game.
It would not have made a good video. It would have been a bad video if Wes said, "I'll tell you what." Between the two, I wouldn't hang out. I wouldn't hang out with either of these guys. Video over. It wouldn't have got very many.
I just wish the fucking park exploded. That would be pretty funny.
What park?
If there were a bunch of robots in there,
wherever they all
the neo-Nazis and the Satanists, yeah,
because they all suck ass.
Let's get that wheel up and let's figure out who's going to do Hive Five next week. I don't.
Oh yeah,
right.
Mark, you can be on. Is everyone on next Thursday?
I'm off Monday show. But I'm not
okay, so this is going to be for Hive Five.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Oh, I thought it was going to get to me. Back triple dipple for Pat.
All right, do you want me to refresh and get a new spinning wheel up? Or can I just take Mark off and spin?
Just take me off.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be bringing the High Five next week. And
Pat, try to top that High Five. That was intense.
Coffee Sunday.
Will's on coffee.
It's the My Pillow guy.
pillow guy?
Is that Mike Lindell?
Dude, Wes, I don't know if the listeners have noticed, but Wes has gone from right to left on this show so hard. When we started, he was so right, and now he's such a lib. It's awesome to watch.
What are you talking about? I'm making jokes.
You've transitioned.
Calm down.
Your politics has definitely gone sort of like moved to the left. I feel
have
like,
you noticed
during the
that?
course
I
of
haven't
the
noticed
show.
it. Oh, I haven't
I
noticed
have.
it. Oh, well.
Because
You're
now
the
I'm a
most obsessed
racist
with
Mike
politics.
Lindell guy.
And that's
that's another joke, Will. Calm down. It's another joke. You take a joke. It's going to be okay.
We need one more spin of the wheel, right?
I mean,
for who's
no.
bringing the cup of coffee in the big time?
That's Will.
On Monday. That's Will. Okay.
No.
There you have it.
I fucking hate the Nazis, Stephen C., you dumbass. I said they both suck. Jesus. How fucking stupid are people? You love the Satanists. What the fuck?
But if you had to hang out with one of them.
But if you had to hang out with one of them.
Yeah, that's good for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate you. We love you. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Hard Factor.
Cinco de Mayo. Have a good weekend.
Have a great fucking weekend.
Fuck you, Satanists.